So let's say you are a student in the Triad, and you go to a public school or a traditional private school. You probably have some classes where the teacher stands at the front of the class, reads from a textbook, and writes on the board. You sit quietly in your seat and maybe raise your hand if you have a question. But usually, the teacher just reads again from the book as if that should have worked the first time. You take this book home, along with a small mountain of others, and attempt to stay focused through your 5 hours of homework. And if you have a question and go to your teacher for help, she probably doesn't have the time. She likely has 20 or 30 other kids to focus on. You will just have to work harder to catch up. And as you fade farther and farther into the background of your class, you may start to feel like you just don't fit in. With every question you ask and every test you do poorly on, you feel more and more different, and you feel like those differences are bad. But you know the truth. Learning for you is different. Maybe you have dyslexia and reading the book is no easier than reading this. Or maybe you have ADHD and everything in the room is a distraction. If they had to pick out what mattered from all of this, they wouldn't be able to focus either. Maybe you can't write the notes fast enough, and after a class period, the board looks like this, but your paper looks like this. But you can do other things. Maybe you can draw realistically, or you know all the best sites to pull up any information you want, like geography, history, or science. Maybe you can tell great stories, pick up an instrument and play with no practice, figure out a new device without a manual, know where the ball needs to get on the soccer field, or other skills which make you feel good about yourself. If only there was a school that taught in ways that work for you, with small classes where the teacher can give you individual attention. A school where you could raise your hand to ask a question, and the teacher would explain it again, differently. In this school, classes would be fun and active. You would use technology in ways that help you learn. This school would value creativity, and you could take drama classes or go to competitions, or take art and put your work in shows, take music or other electives. What if you could get all that and still take part in fun school events, go on exciting trips, play in competitive sports teams, participate in student government, and be a part of a group of kids that have had the same experiences as you? In this school, the other students would know what you had been going through and would welcome you for who you are instead of putting you down for who you're not. If this sounds like your story, then that school does exist, and it's called Noble Academy. We teach intelligent, creative, thoughtful, and motivated students in a supportive environment in a way that allows them to reach their highest potential. Come check us out and you'll see that the difference is learning.